Imagine this. You've just installed a fancy new metal detector in your food factory. You run a test piece through, beep, beep, it detects the metal. Great, right?
Absolutely. But here's the real head scratcher. Did you just verify that detector or validate it? A lot of people use these words interchangeably, but in the worlds of ISO standards and HACCP, that's hazard analysis and critical control points, it's a big deal.
Exactly. And that's what we're breaking down today. Verification versus validation. They both check if something works, sure, but at totally different stages. Think of it this way. Validation is proving a method can work, like theoretically, based on science.
And verification is checking that it is working in your actual day-to-day operations. Validation happens before or during the system design, while verification is that routine checking, shift after shift. Understanding this difference can save you from major headaches down the line. We'll dive into some real-world examples to make it crystal clear.
Okay, let's dive into validation. What exactly is it?
Validation at its core is about proving that a method can work. It's all about building that initial confidence. Think of it as the science behind your food safety plan.
So give me a concrete example.
Sure. Remember the chicken we're cooking at 75 degrees Celsius? To validate that, we need evidence it eliminates harmful bacteria. We find a study, a scientific paper, showing that salmonella is killed at that temperature. That study is our validation. It proves the method is effective.
Got it. So validation is all about finding scientific proof. What about our metal detector?
Exactly. The metal detector manufacturer provides documentation stating it can detect 1.5 millimeter metal pieces. That's validation. It demonstrates the detector's capability.
So validation is like showing your work in math class. It's not enough to get the right answer. You have to prove how you got there.
Precisely. Validation is science-based proof. It's the foundation upon which we build our food safety system. Without it, we're just guessing.
Okay, so we've talked about validation, proving it can work. Now, what about verification? What is verification?
Verification means confirming that your system, whatever it is working as planned. The key question here is, are we following the established process correctly?
So, back to our cooking example. Validation showed that 75 degrees Celsius kills the bacteria. Verification is
Daily checks. You're checking the thermometer is accurate every day. You're reviewing the cooking logs to confirm the temperature was maintained. Internal audits, those are verification too.
right, making sure that theory meets reality. What about the metal detector?
Every shift, you're testing it with those test pieces. It's not a one-time thing. You're constantly, routinely checking it. That's verification.
So, validation is science-based proof. And
Verification is routine checking. It's the ongoing confirmation that the control measures you put in place are actually being implemented and are working consistently.
okay, let's nail down the core difference. Validation is all about proving it works. Think of it as the scientific backing.
Exactly. It's the can this method actually control the hazard question. Verification, on the other hand, is checking that it is working in practice. Are we doing it right?
A simple way to remember it, validation happens at the design stage. Verification happens in the field.
Right. And let's bring it home with that doctor example. Clinical trials proving a medicine's effectiveness?
That's your validation. Science shows it can cure the illness, in theory.
And then you, the patient, diligently taking your prescribed dose every day?
Ding, ding, ding. Verification. Are you following the validated method? See, both are crucial for success. Okay, let's break down that pasteurization example, focusing on a CCP, or critical control point, at 72 degrees Celsius.
Right. So for validation, we need that scientific data. Think of studies demonstrating that holding milk, let's say at 72 degrees Celsius for a specific time, like 15 seconds, consistently kills salmonella, E. coli, and other pathogens.
Exactly. It's about presenting hard evidence, perhaps a graph showing the logarithmic reduction of those pathogens at that temperature. This data validates that our process is effective.
And verification?
That's where the operator comes in. They're checking the temperature logs daily. Are they actually hitting 72 degrees Celsius, or is it fluctuating? Are the holding times consistent with what the validation requires? It's the doing part.
So it's not just about recording 72 degrees Celsius, but ensuring the equipment, the thermometers, the pasteurizer itself, are calibrated and functioning correctly.
Precisely. Verification confirms we're consistently executing the validated process. If the temperature dips below 72 degrees Celsius or the holding time is shorter, we need corrective action because our food safety is now at risk. Okay, so why are both validation and verification essential? Think of it this way. Validation makes sure you're using the right recipe. You've proven it works on paper, in theory, right?
Exactly. But verification is making sure you actually follow the recipe correctly every single time. You could have the world's best cooking method, but if you're not checking the temperature or you're cutting corners, you're in trouble.
And a really common mistake? Companies often skip validation entirely. They diligently monitor their processes, fill out the logs. Everything looks great on the surface.
But they've never actually proven that the process they're following is effective in the first place. It's like building a house on a shaky foundation. Auditors love to find this. It's a major nonconformity waiting to happen. You need both, always. Validation is your upfront investment, and verification is your routine maintenance.
Okay, let's make this even easier to remember. Think of it this way. Validation happens at the design stage. It's all about planning and proving your system should work.
Right, so you're thinking about the science, the research, the data before you even start running things day to day.
Exactly. And verification? That's field checking. It's what you do during routine operations. Design versus doing. That's your memory trick.
That's great. And if you nail the validation step, you can prevent a completely wrong system design from the get-go. Think of the money you save.
Absolutely. And verification ensures that even a good design is actually working effectively every single day, giving you daily control over your food safety. Because doing it wrong every day isn't better just because you thought it was correct. Let's picture a real-world food safety disaster. A company, eager to cut costs, used a low cooking temperature for their ready-to-eat meals.
Okay, that sounds risky.
Exactly. They diligently verified their cooking logs every single day, confirming that the process was being followed to the letter. Everything seemed fine.
But it wasn't?
Nope, because they completely skipped the validation step. They never actually proved that their chosen temperature was high enough to kill harmful bacteria.
Ouch. So what happened?
A bacteria outbreak. People got sick. A recall was issued, costing the company a fortune and damaging their reputation.
That's a harsh lesson.
It is. The system was meticulously followed, but the system itself was fundamentally wrong. No validation equals a huge risk, underscoring the importance of scientific evidence backing your food safety controls. It's about knowing why something works, not just that you're doing it. Okay, let's bring it all home. When it comes to food safety, remember these two crucial questions.
Validation asks, did we choose the right method in the first place? Did we base our decision on solid scientific evidence?
Exactly. It's about ensuring the method itself, like cooking to a specific temperature or using a particular sanitizer, is effective against the hazard we're trying to control. Think of it as the research and development phase.
And then we have verification, which asks, are we using it correctly day in and day out? Are we following the validated process consistently?
That's right. Verification is the ongoing check, the daily temperature logs, the regular metal detector tests, that confirms our system is working as it should.
Validation builds confidence, giving us the assurance that our control measures can work.
And verification maintains control, ensuring those measures are working shift after shift.
They are really two pillars that hold up any solid ISO or HACCP food safety system. You need both to sleep well at night.
So, to wrap things up, remember this. Validation asks, did we choose the right method? It builds confidence, right?
Exactly. And verification asks, are we using it correctly? It maintains control.
Think of it like this. Validation is the foundation, ensuring your food safety house is built on solid ground.
And verification is the regular maintenance, keeping that house in tip-top shape. Both are pillars, absolute pillars, of ISO and HACCP systems.
They work hand in hand to ensure you're not just doing things, but doing the right things, the right way.
So next time you're setting up a food safety system, remember to validate first, then verify consistently.
Food safety isn't just about ticking boxes. It's about building a system that truly protects consumers.
And if you found this helpful and want more ISO and food safety explained in the simplest way,
Subscribe to Search Your Consultancy and make standards easy to understand. We'll keep breaking down those complex topics, one podcast at a time.